There was a time that someone was fishing and then they hooked the fish, and then when they brought the fish up, it landed in someone else's balcony. Things you shouldn't do on your cruise cabin, and you're going to be shocked. The first one are candles. I love for my house to smell great, but I wouldn't take a candle to a cruise. Just know that they always check the bags and they know exactly what you're bringing into the cruise. So don't take any candles, nothing that has an open flame pretty much. That cannot be used inside a cabin because it's considered a fire hazard. Number 2 is to iron your clothes. So they don't have irons inside the actual cabin. What they do have is a laundry service where you would pay, then the crew would do so for you, but you cannot do it inside the cabin. It's also considered a fire hazard. Number 3, which is common sense if you think about it, is to blast music or make a lot of noise in your cabin. Yes, this has happened. A lot of people, for example, when I'm in the shower, I love to play music, but on a cruise, you cannot do that. In one of the videos, I told you that I heard the kids running and screaming on the cabin above mine. Well, be mindful of those things because you really don't know when people are going to be sleeping, or if they have an early excursion, or if they're seasick. So that's not allowed, and they will come to your room, they will knock on the door, and they will let you know that you have to lower the music. Hanging clothes on the balcony or spreading them on top of the furniture. You're at sea and most likely they're gonna fly out, and then imagine that there is a hanger flying around. What if it hits someone? So keep an eye out for that. You might think, oh, they're not gonna see anything, but if you're getting close to the port and they see it, they're gonna say something and then they will go to you. There's also cameras throughout the cruise. So if something flies and hits someone, guess who is going to get in trouble. So just be mindful of that. Disrespecting the cabin's steward. So this comes with just good manners. They work very, very hard. Your rooms are always going to be the cleanest rooms imaginable, and sometimes they clean your rooms up to 2 times a day. You need to treat them with the same respect that you would treat anyone else because they are just doing their job, and these are people who have families. So if you mistreat them, most likely you are going to get in trouble. Next, I want to say something that happened. Well, it didn't happen at a cruise I was in, but it's something that I've heard about, and that is fishing. So there was a time that someone was fishing and then they hooked the fish, and then when they brought the fish up, it landed in someone else's balcony. So you can imagine what happened. So don't go fishing, obviously. It has happened, but yeah, that's definitely something that you shouldn't do on a cruise. Cruise ships have so many amenities, and I think you're gonna have a lot of fun if you just go to the pool deck, or you go to the casino, or you go to the cafeteria. Wherever you go on the cruise, it's going to be a lot of fun. For the most part, cruise ships are a lot of fun. The next one is a tempting one, I would say. I haven't done it personally, but you shouldn't either, and that is hanging clothes from the sprinklers. So what happens is that one of them could go off, and then your entire room is going to be soaked in water. If you have clothes that are wet and that you want to hang, I would personally take advantage of the bathroom. And then the last one would be, don't bring your own alcohol. Some cruise ships allow for you to bring alcohol, but that's a rarity. In most cases, they don't let you bring alcohol, so just keep that in mind. For the most part, alcohol, you would purchase it on the cruise. There's a package for that obviously you would pay for, and you can enjoy alcohol while on the cruise. So my advice would be, when you're on a cruise ship, just use good common sense and don't do things that you know are wrong. You're there to have fun, you're there to enjoy yourself. With that being said, I have lots of playlists here on my channel from cruises that I've been to. I've been on Norwegian and I've been on 2 cruises with Royal. So I have videos on that. for example, covering the excursions, and I give you tips, I give you tours of the cruises, I take you sightseeing. So you guys are really going to indulge yourselves in the culture along with us. So I hope that you love this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'm going to be listing more playlists down in the info box so that you can check them out. My channel is also about like beauty, fashion, lifestyles all over the place. So there's really something for everyone here. I really appreciate you watching my videos. Now I will leave you guys. Take care. Bye.